America's real-life heroes are being honored in a brand-new graphic novel just in time for National Law Enforcement Day. Thin Blue Line tells stories ripped straight from today's headlines, following police officers battling crime and anti-cop sentiment. Award-winning comic book writer Mike Barron is self-publishing this crowd-funded graphic novel, and he joins us now. Mike, thank you so much for being here. I'll also note that the illustrator of this is a police officer as well, so you're working with law enforcement even in the creating of it, but you're the writer and the brains behind us. Tell us about this graphic novel, Thin Blue Line.
Well, you know, I always say I don't choose my stories choose me. And like every one of you, I was watching television during the long, hot summer of 2020 when we saw talking news heads in front of cities that were being burned to the ground explaining that they were mostly peaceful riots. And then politicians started to cry for defunding the police. And my reaction was, are they insane? Civilization depends on the rule of law. You're either for the rule of law or you're not. Now, 20 years ago, a story like this wouldn't raise any eyebrows. But today, in today's hyper-politicized environment, it's proven to be quite controversial because there are a lot of people out there who think that they can replace the police with social workers. Well, that's not true. And another reason I wrote the book is I know a number of police officers, and the ones I know are dedicated civic individuals who join the force to make a positive difference in their communities. We all know there are bad cops, but this isn't about them. The story practically wrote itself. And I have to emphasize it's not a lecture, it's not didactic at all, it's pure drama. You're going to love it. It's a great story. It's going to grab you by the throat on the first page, and you won't be able to put it down until you finish it. And we've been delighted with the response so far. If we hit our next stretch goal, we're going to contribute to 3 police charities. One is Adopt a Cop, which will pay for police to take Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. And the reason is that Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu trains you how to restrain people without harming yourself or others. And the next one would be National Law Enforcement Officers Memorial Fund. And the third would be the National Fallen Officer Foundation, which, of course, helps the families of those who are slain in service.
It's fantastic, Mike, continuing to give back while telling the real side of the story. But you wanted to get this published at a publishing house. They didn't want to hear it, did they?
No, we submitted it to every major publisher and a number of others, and the polite ones just gently passed, but the impolite ones, and there's some of the bigger publishers in the industry, their responses were vulgar and nasty, and we weren't surprised. We didn't expect anybody to pick this book up. We know what the comic industry is like. The comic industry is like any other branch of entertainment. You'd split right down the middle. And we did publish a couple of their responses with their names redacted, but we were always planning on publishing it ourselves.
Wow. Well, Mike Barron, congratulations on the book. And if folks want to get it and contribute to the project, you can go to thinbluelinecomics.com, thinbluelinecomics.com to back the project. Mike, thank you so much. God bless you. Congratulations for telling
the
other side of the story, which needs to be told. You got it.